In a stunning moment, J.D. Vance, the vice president, says that Donald Trump has absolutely nothing to hide and is an advocate for full transparency. There is one word that makes me doubt that. That word is Epstein. Take a listen to this. The audio is a disaster. I'm aware this was an event that J.P. Mandel did in Canton, Ohio. Maybe Antifa was controlling the microphones. I don't know.
Ignored. For 4 years, under Joe Biden's Department of Justice, the media didn't give a damn about the Epstein files or about the Epstein case. For literally 20 years, the story about this scumbag, and he is a scumbag pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein, he's dead now, but for 20 years, you had Obama and George W. Bush's Department of Justice go easy on this guy. They didn't fully investigate the case. They didn't show any curiosity about the case. And now Donald J. Trump is asking his Department of Justice to show full transparency. And somehow that's a criticism of Donald J. Trump and not Barack Obama and George W. Bush. If you want to criticize the people who aren't showing full transparency, you ought to go after the administrations that went easy on Jeffrey Epstein, the administrations that concealed this case for 20 years, and the administrations that failed to show full transparency. Donald J. Trump, I'm telling you, he's got nothing to hide. His administration has got nothing to hide, and that's why he's been an advocate for full transparency in this case. He's going to keep on being an advocate for full transparency, but while we're focused on that case, Donald J. Trump is also worried about making sure these great workers get more take-home pay and better jobs.
Zero transparency. This is sort of, it's becoming in a way like 1984-esque. Don't believe what you are seeing and hearing. Don't believe that Trump lacks transparency and is raging about the fact that people are talking about this. Don't believe anything that your senses are informing you of. Just believe J.D. Vance. It's that simple. And J.D. even went full 1984 when he was asked a question about health insurance. And he goes, oh, don't believe media reports. Don't believe what is being reported.
Hi, I'm Morgan Trout with News 5 Cleveland. You talked a little bit about protecting Medicaid. There are hundreds of thousands of Ohioans that are at risk right now of losing access to Medicaid despite really wanting to work, but they can't. What do you say to those hundreds of thousands of Ohioans that say they will have no health insurance?
Well, what I'd say to those Ohioans is, one, don't believe every false media report that you've heard, because our explicit goal in the Trump administration is to protect people's health care so long as they're working hard, playing by the rules. We don't want you to be unable to afford a doctor's visit, and that is what we have tried to accomplish in this legislation. Now, there have been a lot of lies out there. And if, for example, you're an able-bodied person and you're searching for work, you still got access to Medicaid. If you're a single mom and you need access to that health care to make sure your kids can go see a doctor, you're still going to have access to that Medicaid. Who's not going to have access to that Medicaid is people who are in the United States illegally and people who refuse to even look for a job. Now, I don't know about you all, but while all these folks here are working hard, paying their taxes, doing everything they can to bust their rear ends to give their kids.
Anyway, I think you get it. You know, this is really, hey, what about this thing that's happening that's being reported on? Oh, just don't believe the news reports. Just don't believe it. What about the fact that Medicaid is going to be cut thanks to the bill that your party just passed? Oh, don't believe that either. There's no cuts in there. Well, hold on. What about all of the new paperwork requirements and limitations that are being put in place and nonpartisan assessments that somewhere around 10 million people are going to? No. Just believe what we tell you. It would be far easier that way. We over the years, we've talked about, is this more like Aldous Huxley's Brave New World? Or is this more like George Orwell's 1984? This is more like George Orwell's 1984. They just want you to believe what they tell you. Ignore the media, ignore Democrats, ignore nonpartisan analyses. It's what JD says. It's what Trump says. And if anything is snapping them out of it, to some small degree, maybe it's the fact that they know they can't believe what they are being told by Trump about the Epstein stuff. And maybe that'll make them question the rest of it too. Now, on the bonus show today, we are going to talk about Roy Cooper entering the North Carolina Senate race. And this is giving Democrats some hope. We're going to talk about the appeal of her Epstein conviction that Ghislaine Maxwell has now filed. And we're also going to, this is just unbelievable, or not, a MAGA superintendent who put Bibles in schools because of morality and ethics and stuff. He's facing a wacky, I mean, just totally whacked out porn investigation. All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. Get the daily bonus show, commercial-free audio, and commercial-free video versions of the show by becoming a member at joinpakman.com. It's easy and it's quick. I'll see you on the bonus show today.